Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Fuel for Success. This is episode number 69, and I'm excited to be here on a Monday morning. See, I think I've got Matt ready here. There he is. Good to see everybody. And today's the 7th of April. I can't believe it, and it's our 69th episode, which is awesome. Good morning, Matt. How are you doing?
Rev, what's going on, my friend?
Just your volume just a little bit. There we go. Hey, it's going great.
Coming live. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Sounds good.
What's going on, Rev?
Good morning to everyone. Well, I was just saying good morning to everyone, except, of course, for Jason, who I was saying good evening. I think it's about 11 o'clock in the evening where he's at. So good to have him with us as well from across the globe.
Always good to see my friend Jason. Jason, when you coming to the States, man? Time to come down to Florida, buddy. Well, I trust y'all had a great weekend. Mike, good to see you, buddy. I know
Good
y'all
to
had
see you.
it was a busy weekend as always, but better than the alternative. Busy is always better than lazy. There's the tweet for the day. Busy. Oh, Jason, you can get a passport and it's easy. Go get you a passport, my friend. Doesn't take long. Make it happen. Mike, hey, we got Mission 25 exploding right now. Hear you, Jason. Mission 25, Mike, I'm excited about St. Louis. Then we go to Philadelphia. Then we go to Chicago, my friend. Then we go to Detroit. Then we go to Minneapolis, Seattle, D.C., Washington, D.C., New York City,
Right.
New Orleans, and then New York City.
New
So
Orleans.
I'm excited that we
Right.
still have 9 mission trips remaining this year. I mean, the first 3
Right.
have been so awesome. They've been life-changing for those that attend. So I can't wait to see what unfolds for the rest of our missions trips. They're going to be a thrill. St. Louis is going to be awesome, man. We got a lot of people coming to St. Louis. So if you're on this show watching live or you're watching later on the archive, listen, my friend, go to mission25usa.com and choose a missions trip, or choose all of them, or choose 2 of them. There's no limit. You can come to any one that you want and pick one to come and serve with us. Just letting you know it's not a conference, it's a missions trip. It's all action, it's all serving. Mike Hopkins, tell me how you're doing today, my friend.
Well, I'm good. I'm good. We had a great day with a couple of church services yesterday. Got to hang out most of the day with my pastor and his wife, which was good. Um, and Saturday, I was locked in the office executing all day. I didn't get accomplished everything that I wanted, but I got a lot accomplished. So, and it was tough because it was like, bless you, it was like 50 degrees here, which is crazy warm. And I'm looking out my window as I'm working, going, man, I could be outside right now, but I had so many things to do. I just, just had to get it done.
Well, I get it, my friend. I get it. I spent most of the weekend outside on a baseball field. Man, my son had 4 baseball games, actually 5 baseball games this weekend. They made it all the way to the championship, and they lost by 1 in the last inning, man. It breaks.
Wow.
Caleb was heartbroken. He's like, Dad, we were so close. They got a ring, though. They got a silver ring. All the champions got a gold ring. Let me show you.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
The new day in baseball, buddy. Takes second place
Wow.
ring. I mean, that's a nice ring, bro. So when I was a kid, we got like high fives.
Yeah. We might get a free pop from the concession stand if we
Yeah,
won.
we got our. They brought orange, grape, or root beer sodas, and we got to get one of those and maybe a Twinkie. So Carol would have been happy. She was on my team because we gave out Twinkies.
Yeah. I remember when we were little league, they had the Fun Dip just came out with the 3 different flavors. It was like the Kool-Aid packets, and you had the little candy stick that you dip in
Yeah,
there.
those were the bomb, dude. Those are flat out the bomb. Do you know what I think corrupted our country? Do you know what really started to corrupt America? Candy cigarettes. Think about it. Why would you ever encourage a kid to eat a candy cigarette? Thanks, Christy. He did play his heart out. He did. He gave it 100%. Played great. Did awesome. Hit the ball hard. They just couldn't pull out the big. And you know what's funny, Mike? Talk about the
What?
underdog team that beat us in the championship. On any other day, and I'm not just saying this. On any other day, we beat them by 10 at least.
Wow.
Jason's right. He bought him.
Well, hey man, I've heard you say that if you drink Coke, you might as well smoke cigarettes because they're just as bad for you. What about those little wax soda bottles? You ever remember those?
Dude, those
They're
are the
little wax bottles filled with liquid,
I love those.
and you chew the wax up.
Thank you, Christy.
You know that there's like some 20-year-old people going, "What are they talking about?"
Yeah, yeah. Like your kids are probably sitting there thinking, "Okay, Dad, let's move on. Let's talk about health somehow." Dude, hey, speaking of health, Mike, I'm on it, bro. I'm in it, man. I'm having the time of my life helping people get healthy. And I know you are as well. And
Good.
I'm very thankful that we have a show every single day dedicated to health. You know, Mike, we have emails that have come in and text from people that were inspired on one of our Monday shows that are now juicing, that are now exercising, that are now getting better sleep, living stress free, and losing weight. And that's what excites me. I literally, and I'm not exaggerating, I get emails daily from people that are losing weight, that are eating healthier, that are asking me for juicing recipes, and I never get tired of those kind of emails, man. Never. I love helping people get healthy, Mike, because of what a difference it makes. Let's me and you right now. I know we've got questions that have come in, but
Sure.
why don't you tell me from your experience, because I know you've had an experience in the health world and losing weight and getting healthy and overcoming disease through juicing. Let's just rattle off as many benefits right now as we can of losing weight and getting healthy. So you name one, I'll name one. So what would be a benefit right now? Why somebody would want to lose weight? What would be a benefit for them?
I would say just increased energy in your life, and that's one that's hard to really explain, but it's probably the best benefit.
You want to know another reason, and that's really good, and that's one of my favorite ones, is Mike, if you'll notice, I have literally watched people that were overweight that also battle with depression, mood swings, stress, irritability, low self-esteem. One of the number one things that happens to you when you lose weight and get healthy is increased confidence. Excuse me, confidence. Mike, if I
Yeah.
was coaching, when I tell my son every day, Caleb, the most important trait for you to develop is confidence, no matter what, because you cannot do anything in this life you don't have the confidence to do it. I committing, uh, you know, sin, major sins. Low self-esteem is the cause of relationship failure. Low self-esteem is the cause of lack of success in business or in life. Even our spirituality is affected by low self-esteem. So good for Britain for breaking her Mountain Dew addiction. Do you know that I used to, literally right now, if you gave me a can of Mountain Dew, I'm honest in telling you, I could not get past 3 sips. I really could not. And I
No.
used to love Mountain Dew. That's how much when you get healthy, your taste buds change and your body rejects that stuff after a while. Hey, praise for Jason Voss, Mike, getting over his Coke addiction. Proud of him, man. I'm just as happy about someone breaking their Coke addiction as I am their smoking addiction. I believe it's just as bad, if not worse. So way to go, Jason. Get over it, my friend. In fact, if you have any Coke in your house right now, pour it down the drain, buddy. Or go give it to the homeless. Mike, what's another
Yeah.
benefit of losing weight and getting healthy, man?
Um, well, it improving your diet and just doing those sort of things actually increases your immune system so that you actually get sick less often. And there's it's hard to like encapsulate it into one thing, but there's a snowball effect that happens as you get healthier. You literally get healthier.
Ooh, I'll name one.
I don't know if that
Another
makes sense.
major benefit
Yeah,
of losing weight and getting healthy is you're less prone to disease and sickness. And here's the deal: when somebody has, like for example, I did weight loss coaching 2 years ago with a guy that had 14 ailments, sicknesses, situations going on as a result of his obesity. He lost 100 pounds the natural way, and literally, Mike, has zero, hear me, zero ailments. So you go from having
mm,
14 different, things wrong with you, 14 different specific illnesses, ailments, sicknesses, diseases, problems with his body, right? Medications. He lost the weight, and now he's on no medication, and now he has zero ailment or sickness. I'm talking like he used to have to sleep with a breathing machine. He don't have to do that anymore. He used to
right.
have to take pills for almost everything. And because he lose the weight and talking that it costs more to eat healthier, right? It's more challenging to eat healthier in our society. There's so few
It
options.
is.
I was at the concession stand yesterday getting my son a snack in between games. I was like, bro, I was like, everything on your menu is unhealthy. I was like, why don't you guys offer like grilled chicken or some salad? He's like, man, that's a great idea. I promise you by the next tournament, we'll have grilled chicken and salad. I was like,
Wow.
think about it though. Our society actually is killing people. We're like, we like put people in prison for murder, but yet we murder our own society. The food industry is killing us. The foods that we're feeding our kids is killing them. So whether you murder quick or whether you murder slowly, either way, you're still murdering. And a lot of these people, what they're feeding people, they're killing them, Mike.
It's good. Hey, something that I just thought of as you were explaining that too is that I've met a lot of people who have either chronic either chronic back problems or joint problems, and I'm a firm believer in chiropractic care and those sort of things. Uh, but a lot of times it's like you need to sort of triage the situation and say, look, I've got lower back problems, I've got joint problems, my knees are always hurting, that sort of thing, but you're 55 pounds overweight. um, and if you get healthy and you lose that weight and you begin to exercise, especially, your body will begin to recover and you won't have as nearly the problem with joint. And obviously there's exceptions, some people have injuries and so forth that cause issues, but I believe that a lot of people's back pains and joint pains can be eliminated by just exercise, diet changes, and losing that weight. So that's
Mike, I
another advantage.
believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that. I'm going to tell you two stories about that. Story number one: last year, I could not jog because I hurt my knee playing football. Okay, when I was in school, in college,
Yeah.
and I hurt it bad. So I could never really run, and I used to love to run. I rehurt my knee a few years ago by jogging. I went for a long jog, and I hurt my knee to. I mean, you remember I could barely even walk on it, right?
Right.
So I was frustrated. So I did a lot of swimming. I did a lot of biking, and that helps your knees. So if you can't jog because of knee pain, you can. Swimming is by far the best cardio you can do for your body. So I started swimming a lot. But listen to this. I actually last year, about midway point last year, I started actually did it as a lifestyle where I now live a very low carb lifestyle. I eat a lot of healthy carbs, but I don't eat a lot of bread, which I used to love bread. Hear me? And of course, we all know I used to love pizza. I used to eat pizza 3-4 times a week. Now I'm down to a discipline and a lifestyle where I can maybe eat it twice a month and be okay. So I hardly ever eat bread, right? Well, now, here's what's amazing. That one change right there, that one change, I jog with no problem. Literally have no knee problem whatsoever. I could go jog right now 5 miles and my knee not even hurt. A lot of that is this. One, I had to eliminate some stress in my life that was causing pain in the knee. And two, the carbs, all that bread. See, we don't realize, Mike, all the joint pain, a lot of that is caused by the bread that people are eating nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the processed grains, red meats, those are inflammatory agents in our diet, and that creates an inflammatory diet, and that inflammation all over our body causes tons of issues, including joint pain, exacerbation of joint injuries, that sort of thing. I've also got a bad knee, motorcycle accident, wrecked my knee years ago, and for me, what keeps my knee pain free is exercise. Literally, the
Yeah.
more I work with it, if I sort of get out of shape and haven't been on walking or on the elliptical for a long time, then my knee starts to give me trouble. And if I keep that in good shape, if I keep exercising, and exercise is one of the best medicines we can give our body. We're designed to move every day, and we live this sedentary lifestyle, and if we don't get exercise, then our bodies just don't function right. It's like not putting oil in a car. It's just not going to work very good.
Totally believe that. The other day, I asked Caleb to take the trash out, and the trash thing is kind of far from where we live. And he's like, "Well, can we just take it when we leave in the car?" And I said, "No, I want you to go take it out because I always want to keep it moving." And I think a mistake that we're making with our kids is we let them sit around too much. I think the more we move our body, the more active we are. That's why those that have jobs like us that are at the computer a lot, man, the
Yeah,
gym is your oxygen, my friend. You have got if you're an office person where you're in an office all day and you're not moving around a lot, you have got to get your cardio in every day to get your body moving. This is good. I love what Tammy said. She is correct. Eating an alkaline diet helps heal because disease feeds on acidity. So true. We're extreme believers. I'll use it. First 3 words in diet is die. I think diets are. I know what you mean by that. I'm just playing with you. Anyway, say Mike, let's get into some of our questions for make sure our viewers take top priority because we stay backed up on our health questions. But listen, guys, remember the value of this is the interaction. Mike and I love the comments on the side. We love that you share your thoughts. Ask questions, please. If for some reason you don't want to ask it on the public chat, you can always text us. You can always write us. Email Mike at mattmaddox.com or Matt at mattmaddox.com. We both check our email every day. So, Mike, at the end of the show today, let's give away a juicing book because it is health. It's health day. It's weight loss day. Let's get a juicing book to somebody. Let's make it happen.
sure. Hey, Maria's asking a question here. Maria, who's one of my favorite people to follow on Vine. I have a friend that I work with. She drinks 5 Mountain Dews a day. She wants to stop, but doesn't know where to begin. How can I help her?
Well, she's going to have to, she drinks how many Mountain Dews a day?
5.
All right. Well, as long as she wants to stop, that's the key. It always starts with desire. You can never help anybody that doesn't want to change. Some people have got to get desperate enough, okay? Number one, it's like what I teach people. We don't realize, like somebody told me the other day, they literally said the words, "I am not a morning person." I don't accept that. I do not accept that. I really don't. Because it's not like we were all born and God at birth said, okay, this baby's going to be a night owl, and then this baby over here is going to be a morning person. The reason why some people are morning people is because of conditioning, lifestyle, and decision. So it's not like you decide, I'm a night owl, I'm a morning person. Now, your habits may make you a night owl. Your habits might make you a morning person. But it's not that you are a morning person or you are a night owl. Anybody can become what they want. Anybody can overcome any addiction. Anybody can overcome any food addiction, but it's not going to happen until their psychology is right and their mind is right. So you got to make sure, Maria, when you're helping them overcome, is for them to use words. Never use words such as, I am addicted to Mountain Dew, or I can't do this. I love Mountain Dew too much. We don't realize that simple little. I was helping her right now, Maria. If I was sitting down with her right now and she said, I drink 5 Mountain Dews a day, I want to stop. First thing I'd say is, awesome. I want you to say out loud with me, I can easily overcome this addiction to Mountain Dew. I want you to just say it. I would get her speaking life over that. I would get her speaking positive over it, okay? Second thing I would do is I would have her start drinking a lot of water. And every time she needs to feel that habit or desire or craving to drink a Mountain Dew, I would tell her to drink water. That's number one. Number two, second thing I would say is I would get her to start juicing, because her body probably lacks nutrients, because she's got all that sugar going in her body, all that caffeine, all the syrup, and Mike, you can name some of the other things that's in Mountain Dew that literally is just, it's deteriorating her immune system. So her body is lacking nutrients. So I have learned that what you put in your body will crave. Like literally, you saw me post on Twitter yesterday or Instagram about me juicing on Sunday, right? Which is most people's cheat day, because my body craves it. Like it literally, I know the feeling of when I drink those vegetables or that fruit. I know the feeling of it. My body craves it. Like literally, you ask anybody. My friend Chris Dillingham was addicted to Coke. Literally addicted. I used to beg him all the time to stop. He finally did, and now he couldn't even, he literally was addicted. Now he couldn't even finish a can of Coke because his body no longer craves it, because he's put healthy in. He started drinking water. Most of the people that are addicted to like Mountain Dew or Coke, you'll find the common denominator is they don't exercise, they don't drink a lot of water, and they don't juice. Their body is nothing but junk, right? They eat a lot of processed foods, and they don't have a lot of nutrients. So you've got to get your friend juicing, drinking water, and exercising, and speaking life. I guarantee if she did those 4 things within just a matter of weeks, she wouldn't even want Mountain Dew anymore. She wouldn't even want it. It would gross her out. The thought of drinking it would gross her out. Anything you want to add to that, Mike?
Yeah, I would actually also 5 cans of Mountain Dew a day. I would go through the exercise of literally calculating what the financial cost of that is, and because a lot of times people say I can't eat healthy or I can't afford a gym. Extrapolate out 5 Mountain Dews a day over a course of a month and see what that costs. That might be an eye opener and an additional motivator. I would also say my wife is nearly done drinking soda, pop, Coke, whatever. She's almost broken through. She does not like water and doesn't like to drink water, and so there's a couple of things that we've done that sort of eases that a little bit. One is you can do unsweetened tea is good, and actually one of the things that Carol does once in a while as sort of a almost a cheat is there's some flavored water beverages that you can buy that are uncarbonated. They're not as good as clean water. There's nothing as good as pure clean water. Even but it's a lot better. There's no carbonation, there's no corn syrup, there's just light flavoring. It's a little bit easier for her to sort of transition in that respect. And the one other thing, if you excuse me, is the lemonade drink that we did on episode 19, which is just water, lemons, a little bit of agave, some ice, and put it in a NutriBullet. And Carol loves that, so that's helped her a lot as a transition.
I love what Britton said. add lemon, and I'm a believer in water with lemon. You can ask Caleb how many times a day I ask him, "Did you drink your water with lemon yet?" Because he knows. He walks in that refrigerator, grabs a lemon, squeezes it in water, and drinks it every day. It's part of his lifestyle. No, Jason, soda water is not good. The best thing to do is straight up water, my friend. Straight up water, add lemon. By far, probably the healthiest thing you can do for your body. Period.
Yeah.
You ask any health expert, any doctor, there's just not too many more things that are healthier for you than drinking water and water with lemon. Um, what's so funny there?
Jason said you're evil. Hey,
Oh, I didn't see that.
well,
All right, I got you, baby. I got you, my friend. Um,
li- well, listen,
no,
that they carbonate water with carbonic acid. And remember, just a little while ago, we talked about the advantages of an alkaline diet as opposed to an acid diet. And so that's the other problem with carbonated beverages is that it lowers your pH, so it decreases your alkalinity, increases your acidity. So you want to not put that junk in your body. So I hope that
boy, my
helps, Jason. That's
I think next Monday, Mike, we're going to really take about 10 minutes, 15 minutes and talk about the benefit of tea. What kinds of teas we should be drinking, teas that are healthy and why they're healthy. Jason, that's okay. Poor Jason. We're making him get rid of his Coke, his soda water. He hates Americans. You know, Mike, it looks like we might have time for one more question, my friend. So pick a goodie.
sure. What if and I have my own opinion on this, but I want to hear what you think. What if someone is already extremely overweight? Should they do the weight loss surgery?
Well, you know what, Mike? I'm literally I'm probably the worst guy to ask about the weight loss surgery. So I'm going to keep my comment extremely brief about this. I would say if it comes to a point where the doctor says, "Look, you have no other choice but to have
Hmm.
this surgery," like a doctor that gets nothing from you doing the weight loss surgery, that's probably going to lose business from you. If it's to the point where you're going to die because of the obesity. Now, having said that, I've watched too many people that could have had the surgery, didn't, and still lost the weight because of discipline, lifestyle change, exercise, eating right, right?
Yeah.
You know what's fun, Mike? I'll just throw one more thing is if you think you have to have self-control and discipline before having the weight loss surgery, you ask anybody that has the weight loss surgery. I mean, you have no idea the amount of discipline they have to have after the weight loss surgery. And you have no idea that the number one thing they say after the weight loss surgery is you have to exercise every day. You have to eat. You have to watch what you eat. You can't overeat. You know what I'm saying? All the things we're saying pre-weight loss surgery, you have to do
Yeah.
after weight loss surgery. Either way. And you're going to have more discipline after. Like literally, you have no idea. Like for the in the amount of like the people that do the weight loss surgery, they're like almost like in a cult leader on exercise. Like how absolute it's like the number one thing they tell them. Look, you cannot skip your daily exercise. They're like almost mean about it, bro. So I would say there are certain situations where you have to do it. You know, like you said, the question was that they're extremely overweight. But if you're not, I'd rather you come to me first because I believe I can help you lose the weight. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would say. What about you, Mike? What's your take on that?
Well, uh, generally speaking, I would say exhaust every other option and truly exhaust every other option first. And look, it's like anything. Everybody is different, and everybody's situation is different. And you and I clearly aren't doctors, and so all of that caveat aside, um, everybody has their own situation. But here's real life experience. A good friend of my wife. actually had the surgery. She ended up dying because of complication related to it. And so with any surgery, there is real risk, right? I mean, you're cutting into the body. There's opportunity for disaster, and so there's real risk. There's extremely low risk in adjusting your lifestyle as far as what you eat and implementing a lifestyle of exercise. There's very little risk involved in that. So as an engineer, I look at it and say, take the low risk option first, exhaust every low risk opportunity before you take the high risk option. And so that's my opinion on it. And I'm like, and exactly like you said, you're
Go
going to
ahead.
end up doing the same thing anyways. You're going to end up doing the same thing anyways, adjusting your diet, adjusting your lifestyle. So
You know what I would say to people that are overweight? You know what? People that are overweight have one thing in common. They love to eat, right? That's why my weight loss coaching works, because I don't actually stop people from eating. I just show them how to eat smaller portions many times a day. Like these people are coming to me like, oh, I'm trying to lose weight, and they're like, eat once a day. They're out of their mind. They're setting themselves up for the most massive failure and actually damaging your health. That people that have the surgery have to eat smaller portions, right? Well, why can't we do that now? Like literally, the Bible tells us to put a knife to our throat. Like even it's a sin to overeat. It's called gluttony. So why not eat smaller portions, knowing that in 2 or 3 hours you can eat again, right? Eat a little something, in 2 or 3 hours you can eat again. And believe it or not, this actually helps you lose weight. I just want to say one thing. I personally do not judge or criticize people that have to do the surgery. I want to make that very clear. That yes, you're going to hear me beg people not to do it and try to do it the right way, the natural way, the healthy way. But if someone has to do it, Mike, it is such a miserable feeling to be overweight. I could cry right now because this is how much passion I have for people that are obese. I understand. I mean, I don't. I mean, I get it. So there's no criticism from me. There's no judgment. Understand that. I'm not here as some guy that's
right.
skinny, condemning people that feel like that's their only option. If that's what it takes, yeah, I'm with Mike. The risks are insane. It's almost riskier to do it than not to do it. So I don't know. I just think you should take the last 10 minutes of everything we said and take it to heart. That no matter what, it's got to become a lifestyle of exercise, eating right, eating smaller portions many times throughout the day. Literally, I believe that usually healthy people, Mike, eat almost 6 times a day. You know what I mean? You got to get your money's worth, right? It's psychotic, man.
there's
Buffets,
a lot of there's a lot of negatives about buffets. Let's not get into that, but
and the bad food in those buffets, my Jesus. Well, anyways, what a great way to start the week. Hey, we got
I think we lost you, Matt. Yeah. It's all right. Hey, thanks everyone for being with us here. Let's see if we can get Matt back real quick, and then we'll sign off. Of course,
just kicked me off.
yeah, I don't know. Something did. You're back now, though.
Mike.
I didn't do anything. You're back. You're. Oh, hallelujah! I love technology. Hey, we'll tell you what, while Matt's trying to get reconnected, of course, tomorrow we're going to be talking about life coaching and motivation, just like every single Tuesday. Tomorrow's our 70th episode, which is just amazing to me. That I'm trying to calculate in my head. That's 10 weeks. So join us tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. You can always check out the archives at fuelforsuccess.tv. We've also got a YouTube channel now where we're putting all the episodes up, and the podcast on iTunes should be Should be published one of these days. Any day. You got to wait for Apple to sort of approve it, like everything that goes through Apple, and then it'll be available on podcast. So you can just subscribe to that on your iTunes. And we'll catch you all tomorrow morning for life coaching and motivation. God bless you all. Have a great day.